Welcome back! It's time to finish this game, except really not, we've barely begun. The past Unmasked! Let's do this.
Do you have any idea how stubborn I used to be? Yes. I need to stop him from making you. But I can't kill him because that would kill me. So I guess that means I'll have to kill you. Yoink.
Oh. Oh man.
Did you jump on the shoot-o-matic? Cheater!
Oh, this is cool. Oh, this is so cool. Whoa! Whoa, I love this so much.
Assistant, go!
Whoa, whoa. I was gonna say, is he gonna use all the powers of the masks?
And accept non-existence.
My god, it's basically Crash with a Cortex boss. That's awesome! It is, it's using the elementals. It basically is the same premise for the boss, but it works so well!
Shoot!
Oh no! Oh, okay. Okay, so even when you belly flop on this, it bounces you out. Oh my god! Whoa. No! Ah, that was unfortunate. Man, this is going to be a really tough boss. But wow, it is awesome. Yeah, I love this boss.
Shoot! Unbelievable! Assistant, help!
I was going to say, if you keep showing up in the same spot, that's easy to deal with.
Time out! Time out!
Oh, this is cool.
Fire!
Ah. This is super cool.
I can smell your fleas boiling. Careful, I might flip.
Oh, whoa.
Yes, your
Ah.
whole world is upside down. Confused? Disoriented?
A little.
See your tiny brain cells frying themselves.
This is really cool. Music's really good as well.
Blast it!
I appreciate that they're not being too cruel with what they do here, because it makes it a hell of a lot more manageable.
Keep up the pace.
Oh, how's this gonna work? Oh! I see what you're doing.
Slowing. Ready, set. Cower before Cortex.
Oh man, this is such a cool fight, but it is very tough. It's a great final boss though. They have nailed this.
Ready, set. Cower
Is it my
before
favourite boss of the
Cortex.
game? On a game with loads of really great bosses, I think so.
Stop that.
Woo! Oh boy!
Assistant,
Where's the minion?
go.
Minion is there. Oh jeez, you are fast actually, you attack quite a bit.
Rude. Enough. I'm
Oh, this
bored
can't be
of your
good.
shenanigans.
This cannot be good. Okay. That's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, if I'm being honest. I expected a lot worse.
Stop that. Assistant, go.
Hi there, bye there. Oh. Oh, what's happening? Whoa, are we just... This is final phase? Oh, what? Did I just win?
like this. No, 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 no. Must have taken a hit to the old temporal lobe. But a fallen foe can only mean one thing. It came to blows, and I won! My new general's first order of business will be to dispose of you. We are closer than ever before. Quickly, into the vortex!
But Dr. Cortex, the vortex is not ready. We have no idea what it could do.
Failure again.
Explains a lot.
You stay. What are you going to do to me?
Looks like somebody needs a little time out. Somewhere he can't cause any trouble.
Enjoy the end of the universe.
Dingo's Diner is back and ready for you. Say good day to delectable dishes inspired by my interdimensional travels. Enjoy the breeze with our innovative three-wall dining room design. Dingo's Diner, health and safety rated D. For delicious. Warning, D is a failing sanitation grade and does not stand for delicious.
Peace at last.
Oh, almost there, get the yes! Papa, victory! Hey, Crash, you're in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. I didn't know he'd passed, but rest in peace. What an amazing game! Oh!
Fiction. Any similarities to any marsupials, talking masks, dingo alligator hybrids, or evil science guys with weirdly shaped heads, living or dead, is purely coincidental. You should not have played this game if you suffer from Wumpa allergy, crash rash, fear of alternate dimensions, fear of moving platforms, fear of still platforms, fear of sequels, fear of squishy noises, fear of bouncy noises, fear of super science, fear of collecting things, fear of 90s nostalgia, inability to comprehend time paradoxes, inability to forgive those who have wronged you, inability to pick a restaurant when someone asks you what you're hungry for, inability to remember where you parked, or a delicate tummy. For more information on bandicoots and their diet, habitat, mating habits, birthday wish lists, and shoe sizes, visit your local library or ask your grandma. I don't know if she has any prior experience with bandicoots, but she's very wise, and I'm sure she'd love to hear from you. The makers of this game do not in any way endorse eating at Dingodile's Diner, which has been known to cause trans-dimensional discharge, intestinal rifts, wampa whooping cough, parasitic slime boils, random teleportation into darker timelines.
Nicole! There she is!
Like a little kitty cat during important business meetings. Any unauthorized exhibition, distribution, or duplication of this game will result in very hurt feelings. And why would you want to hurt our feelings? We've always said really nice things about you. We even said your new haircut looked great, even though it was kind of a weird length for you. Guests of Crash Bandicoot stay at Insane Beach Suites, which is just a log with some moss on it. The moss is really soft, though, so you should be able to get a good night's sleep. What, are you too good to sleep on a log? Sorry, Your Majesty, I suppose you want a continental breakfast instead of a handful of ants that make their nest under the tree. Jeez Louise, there's no pleasing some people. Can you give me a minute? Okay, I'm ready to go again. The events of this game are absolutely 100% canonical. Unless you didn't like them, in that case it was all a dream.
Wow. Wow. Okay, so that was amazing. I loved this game so much. And yeah, it's so cool seeing the credits for the Toy Bob crew because As I mentioned, Nicole and Mike, they're my friends, and a lot of the rest of the team I've met personally, or spoke to during the developer commentary series that I mentioned earlier in the playthrough. And it's such a joy and a pleasure and an honor to play a game from them. It's so cool. It's so unbelievably cool. What an amazing game this has been. And it is, as I said, it's far from over. We've got all the inverted levels, we've got all the flashback tapes, we've got all the platinum relics, and we've also got the perfect relic, which still on that one, not sure what's gonna happen. But yeah, just it was amazing. It was an amazing game. Absolutely incredible. I truly had an absolute blast, and like I've been playing this non-stop for 2.5 days, and I'm still happy that I've played it, and I'm still giddy about playing more. Like you'd think that at this point it would destroy me, but it hasn't. I'm still feeling just delighted to be experiencing this game. But yeah, there's lots to do in this game. It's going to be very hard to get the flashback tapes, with good reason. Game's hard, yo. So that's going to be fun. But I'm looking forward to the inverted stages. I'm looking forward to seeing what they're like in terms of their, I guess, energy, I guess is the term we'll use, because the gameplay is going to be a bit different. What I might do next actually is all the bosses N.verted. Just because I would like to see them, the inverted modes, but I also don't want to do all the levels straight away, so actually that might be a good thing to do next. But yeah, just wow, it is the perfect Crash sequel. Like, it takes what the original game did and enhances it, changes up the gameplay to bring in new characters which feel great to play as, and they just made it so hard. Like, if you ever complained that the original trilogy was too easy, problem solved. Here's it, not a problem anymore. Not even slightly. Like, this is gonna scratch that itch real nice. Because yeah, this is a hard game, but a wonderful game, and I'm so happy that it's here. Like, it's so cool, so cool. I'd love to know in the comments what you thought of the game. Yeah, I'm kind of in disbelief, really. Like, I didn't think, especially a couple years ago, that I'd ever see a new Crash game. And here we go. Walter Mayer, I hope I pronounced your surname right. Amazing compositions. Oh, beautiful soundtrack. Just absolutely wonderful. Really, really great. Really great. Absolutely loved it. So thank you for your work. I'm looking forward to listening to it again. Because yeah, it was amazing. I don't know if it is available to purchase anywhere, the soundtrack, but if it is, I'm buying it because it was real good. But yeah, I think this is my favorite Crash game. Let me do my little review score. Graphic style and graphical design. I really like the new art style, and I think the game is stunning. It really does bring all these worlds and locations to life, and yeah, it's just really quite exceptional. Music and audio. As I said, I love the soundtrack. I think it's a perfect blend of old and new. For those who really like the originals, it keeps it fresh, and brings parts of it back whilst being its own thing. And the majority of it, obviously, is brand new, and it's fantastic. I'm looking forward to listening to it more, but so I can get a better grasp on it. But I really liked what I heard, and obviously I was talking over it, and I was like, my PS4 fan is exploding in the background, so like I didn't get the perfect sound of the soundtrack, but it was it was great. Still in dialogue. I love the story. The story is so good. Like it's very interesting to see where it like fits into the rest of the franchise, but it's so good. Like there might be a little post-credit scene which would be cool. There might also be like a secret ending somewhere. I'm not sure, but yeah, I loved it. Gameplay and level design. Well, here's the thing. It feels like a dream to play. I got annoyed at certain things, but it is so good. It's so well designed. The levels are so creative. It feels amazing. It is amazing, and I am so excited to try and learn the speedrunning tactics, because it's so daunting. Because the levels are pretty lengthy, actually. I'd say they're probably a little longer than the original trilogy, but they're certainly harder. So it's going to be interesting to see how many times I have to retry all of it, and I suspect it'll be a lot, but that's fine. But yeah, just there were some things I got annoyed at. The polar missions annoyed me, not because it controlled bad, but more just because I couldn't do it. Something in my brain didn't click. Same with the grind rails. Again, the grind rails feel great actually, but something in my brain just would not learn it, which is a shame. But I'll get better at it. That's no problem at all. Yeah, as I said, all the different characters feel great. Like they feel very distinct from each other, but they feel fantastic. And that's what you want. Like you need, when you're creating multiple characters like this, it's very hard to get them all to be right. I think case in point, the original Spyro Yoda Dragon. There are certain characters which don't feel as fun, and that's just because Spyro is inherently a really fun character to play as, and that's always going to be the case. There's not really much you can do about that, but I found that they sort of made it a lot better in the remaster, Reignited. Certainly Agent 9 felt a lot nicer, Bentley felt a little bit faster, and just the stuff like that, I felt really good. And that's the same with this. Like every character felt really great to play. Like and as I mentioned as well, so different from each other. Like Dingodile feels so much weightier, and his little hover jump is not hard to learn or anything, but it's certainly different in quite a substantial way, and it feels great. It feels really great. And then finally, replayability and length. This game's huge. I've been playing 15 hours. I think I'm 25% of the way through, and like that's maybe a little bit more. But this is under the assumption that the platinum relics magically fall into my hands and I just somehow nail them. I'm obviously not going to nail them. And the toys for Bob times, I'm not even going to bother touching them. There is no point. I will not be able to do it. But there's also the perfect relics. Now, I still haven't quite figured out exactly what it is. I don't know if it's do everything, get all the crates, the hidden gem, and don't die, or if it's all of that and also don't get hit. I don't know which it is. I thought for a second, oh hey, I know Dominic, and I also know Emily. Hey Emily. Yeah. I don't know if it's yeah, I don't know if it's get hit or die. I really hope it's just to die, because yeah, that's real hard. Because getting the flashback tapes is the same principle, but you don't have to get the crates. So you can sort of you can sort of cheat the system a little bit in that regard, but you certainly can't with getting crates. When you're getting crates, you have to go out of your way and do different things, and that makes the experience a lot harder. So this may not surprise you. This is a 10 out of 10 game. I love it. I really love it. It's amazing. It is the perfect sequel, as I've said. I think it's my favourite Crash game. As I need more time with it to really definitively say that. But I think I prefer it to the original 3. It's just so fun. It's so fun. And like I replayed the Insane Trilogy prior to this coming out, just in preparation. Because I figured it was a good idea, you know, to make sure I would be, I don't know, prepared for this game, so to speak. And then it turns out this game felt very different, so I mean, it probably still helped a little bit. But yeah, I played through it again, and I certainly prefer Crash 2 to Crash 3. Something about Crash 2 just... I mean, it was my first ever game, technically speaking. My dad owned Sonic, and I played it, but I was like 1, so that doesn't really count. Crash 2 was my first ever proper game that was mine, and that I played consistently. And I adore it, and I love Crash 3, Crash 1 was great, but elements of it just weren't as fun for me personally. But the new level, Future Tense, that Vicarious Visions made, that was just an awesome level. It was one of my favourite levels of the entire franchise, if not my favourite, because it took what was already there and just made it so much better, and just and flipped it on its head and used really creative ideas. That's a lot of what this game has done, actually. It's taken some really cool ideas, and some that the original game used, and just ran away with it, and did a lot more to make it. Did a lot more to make it fresh and special, you know, and that's impressive. And you, at this point, you might be wondering, why aren't you stopping the credits? I like to appreciate everyone that worked on it. Like, it's not just Toys for Bob and Beanox and Activision Shanghai and the fans for encouraging Crash to be returning and whatnot. It's all these people behind the scenes from every facet of the industry. There's so many different parts, and it's they all need respect, because this game wouldn't be what it is without all of these people. Every single one of them has contributed in some form of major way, and that needs to be recognised. That's why I really enjoyed the developer commentary of Skylanders. Like, I unfortunately didn't get absolutely everyone I wanted to interview. Like, I was trying to get certain people from PR who unfortunately didn't respond, and I nearly was had the composer join me, but just timing was an issue, and we couldn't get it to work. But yeah, there was baby bandicoots. Yeah, so that I wanted to do multiple elements of the industry so people could learn about what goes into that part of the industry, but also yeah, I thought I heard Roger Craig Smith. But yeah, also like hear the stories of the people, because the people and the stories you hear are what inspires others to look into it more, and that's pretty impressive and special. Thank you very much, Choice for Bob. Ah, that's awesome. That's so cool. Triple spin unlocked. While running, tap square to attack in a wider radius and seriously boost your speed. What? Keep going, there's so much more to do. Get all the skins, gems, flashback tapes, time travel relics, and discover the insanely perfect relics. Are you a bad enough Bandicoot to reach 100% completion? Really now? Well then.